2 Kings 17.
Shalom.
2 Kings 17 and 7. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against Yahweh, our power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods.
With that, we're going to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom. I want to give greetings and salutations to the Ak, and the speckled bird that is listening and learning. Okay? You want to read that for me again,
2 Kings 17 and 7. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against Yahweh.
The children of Israel sinned against Yahweh. Okay? So in their sins, in their transgression of the law, statutes, and commandments, the Most High punished them. Go ahead, bro.
Against Yahweh our power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
He brought us up out of Egypt, okay, to do what? To put us in a land of milk and honey, flowing with milk and honey, with good things, okay, with righteousness, right? With law, statutes, and commandments to follow, all right? And he did that for Israel. He didn't do that with any other nation. Go ahead, bro.
And had feared other gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, cast out.
He put it, the Israelites were following other gods when they came out of Egypt, okay? Even when they were presented with law, statutes, and commandments by Moses, what did they do? They built a calf, a golden calf, and started worshiping it, okay? Go ahead, brother.
Cast out from before the children of Israel and of the kings of Israel, which they had made.
So they made these, they bowed down to other gods, okay? When they were presented with the law, statutes, and commandments, okay, the Most High gave them a covenant, you know, as far as the law, statutes, and commandments were concerned. And that covenant was sealed with blood, all right? They agreed to it. But the ones that did not agree to this, they were put to death. They couldn't go into the land of Israel. That was given to the Israelites, all right? And these other nations, they know this. They know that when they get the Israelites to follow other gods and go off and eat abominable foods, man, what happens? Their God turns his back on them. You see? Let me get a scripture real quick. Can you grab Deuteronomy 28 and 1 for me? This is Psalm 62 and 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellence. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Selah. So these other nations, man, what do? They cause Israel to err, okay? Okay, by their lies, their deception. What does America do? You know, they create situations for Israelites to go off, man. You know? They turn some of the worst damn foods you can eat into delicacy. And the Israelites flock to it. They create all these different gods. You see? They create all of these things to cause confusion. First of all, we fell away from our heritage, which was being Israelites, calling ourselves by the name of our tribe, okay? As being Israelites from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, okay, Manasseh, Issachar. We fell away from those things, man, and started calling ourselves black, okay, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Mexican. You see, but we have a heritage of being Israelites. You see? And the Most High gave us a promise, and we're going to read that right now, but then we did not follow that, so we're going to get into some of the curses because we didn't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got that?
I want to touch on exactly what you were just talking
Go
about.
ahead, brother.
Look at Jeremiah 17 and 4.
Okay.
Because the brother said we fell away from who we are as a people. You know, we lost our heritage. 17:4. Jeremiah. Jeremiah 17:4. And it reads, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
See? You see that? We discontinued from our heritage, which was given to us, and the Most High has been angry with us. And the only way that we could come back to the Most High now is by calling on the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, in the name of His Son. We have to believe on His Son that came and died for us because of our transgressions of the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? So a lot of these simple ass camps out there that are following these people that are telling you don't have to call on a name, that telling you that there ain't no Savior coming, man, these people they're totally going off, man. You see? You know, the Most High is getting ready to do some miraculous things, man. And you people better figure it out. You got that, bro?
Deuteronomy 28 and
start at 1, please.
And 1.
And then once you read 1, just drop to 9 and 10 points.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
If you shall hearken diligently, if you shall listen to the voice of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, okay? And we're reading the words of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, to give you an understanding of what you need to do. So you need to listen to the men of the Lord, especially the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and those brothers that are teaching the same doctrine. All right? Go ahead,
And that's what's wrong with our people. Our people does not like instruction.
They sure as hell don't. They're stiff-necked and hard-headed people, man.
Beautiful, yep. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh our power, to observe and do all His commandments.
To observe and do all of His commandments. Okay? Now this was when we just came out of slavery, in Egypt. We were supposed to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And we didn't. We were still serving other gods and still doing other wicked things. And right now that we're in a captivity, we have to follow them to the best of our ability. Okay? We can't follow them perfectly, but it's called practicing the righteous, or rehearsing the righteous acts. Okay? So we have to do these things according to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability in the captivity that we're in. Go ahead,
Which I had commanded thee this day, that Yahweh, our power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
He said He was going to set us on high above all the other nations on the earth. We were going to be a special and peculiar people to Him, man. You see? If we would have followed these laws, statutes, and commandments. But we didn't. Go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28 and 9. And it reads, the power shall, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall establish thee an holy people unto Him.
He shall establish thee a holy people unto Him, if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we're coming back into right now. Okay? You got brothers out here telling you how you're supposed to, your dietary laws, how you're supposed to conduct yourself. Okay? You're not supposed to follow these holy days, these holidays, Salakia. You're supposed to follow holy days, man. You see? New moon Sabbaths, new moons, the Passover, things of that nature. The Feast of Unleavened Bread and so on. Go ahead,
As He hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh, our power, and walk in His ways.
If you keep the law, statutes, and commandments and walk in His ways, He was going to make us kings and princes over these damn people, man, on this earth. You see? Because that's what He set us up for in the beginning. But what happened? Eve transgressed, and He brought that shit back to the man. Okay? The Adamites. And then they transgressed, and what happened? They were naked, man. They were exposed, okay, to these other nations. And that's what's wrong with you people right now. You're exposed to these other nations because you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You're naked, man. You see?
Verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that in all earth of the people, Sarah, and all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh.
We were called by the name of Yahweh. We were the sons of God. Okay? You have the sons of God, you have the sons of the wicked, and then you have the sons of men. Alright? We were the sons of God, man. And that's what we would have been called, the sons of God, if we would have just did what he asked. You see? But that's what we're coming back into. You can see the division, you can see the difference between the brothers that are out here teaching this truth and the people that aren't. The people that are doing wicked ass things. You can totally see the difference, man, in these men.
And that was the promise, that was the prophecies, which is taking place. We're being brought back to our remembrance.
That's right.
Reading on. And they shall be afraid of thee.
They shall be afraid. And what is going on right now? After 3.5 days, the children of Israel, the elect men, the 144,000, okay, are standing upon their feet, and great fear has fell on the leaders of this world, man. The elite, okay, the other nations. They're horrified right now, man, that we came and we woke up to the fact that we're the Israelites.
And they should be.
Yeah, you got that right. Because they got a hell of a punishment, man, to endure.
That's right.
They really have a really bad day coming to them, man. But when the Most High shows up, when Yahweh Shai and those angels show up and take these people out of power, they have a really bad fucking time coming for them, man. You see? Because we're mad now, but we can't do nothing. The Most High said to wait on him, you know?
That's right.
Yahweh said, wait on me, man.
For vengeance
you know?
is his.
Till I rise up to the prey.
That's it.
You see? Because that's what's coming, man. You people are going to see God-like power, man, putting your asses in the chain. You know? These men that you call bums and all these other names, these bad names, and trying to set us up and make us look like we're some kind of terror group or some shit like that.
Right.
The you people, man, are going to see something, man, that fucking Steven Spielberg, none of Marvel comics, or none of that shit can fucking match up to. You see? That's what's coming for you fucking people, man. You got any more on that? Grab Exodus 19, read 5 and 6.
Exodus 19, verse 5. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a pure treasure unto me above all people.
If you keep my covenant about these laws, statutes, and commandments, okay, then you shall be a peculiar people. Okay, go ahead.
For all the earth is mine.
For all the earth is mine. So that means that, just like he said, we're going to be a peculiar people, and all the earth is the Most High. So guess what? We're going to be a part of that, man. Okay? We're going to be a part of that whole earth being his. You see? The sons of God are going to inherit the earth, man. And that's what's getting ready to happen. Through Yahweh Shai, man, and the angels coming down here. Go ahead.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation.
A kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Go ahead.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
These are the words that we're speaking to you people right now. That you're going to be a peculiar people, man. You're going to be a kingdom of priests. Kings and priests, man, to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You see? And we're telling you this, but you still bucking up. You still acting like we're crazy.
Right.
This ain't never going to happen. America ain't never going down. America's been going down for the last fucking 20 years, man. You see? The debt ceiling is outrageous, man. They're saying 28, 29, 30 trillion. I think it's way fucking higher than that. You know? You got people putting videos up about grocery stores being empty. You know? I mean, more and more and more. Dabu 7 talking about a zombie apocalypse is getting ready to fucking start. They had a one joint. I didn't even really get to watch it because I was watching shit on two different phones trying to find stuff. But they were saying something about these Karens, man, that are out here. They said a lot of these women, man, these so-called white women, these Edomites, are starting to act the fuck up, man. They're bugging. Like they know that something's getting ready to happen to them, man, and they can't fucking deal with it, man. So what do you think is going to happen? These people are going to start lashing out, especially that they're getting these fucking them jabs and the fucking 5G towers is getting turned up.
That
you know?
reminds me. They took my video. They warned me and took my video down.
I told you. I didn't even put it. I was like, nah, bruh.
Yeah. That last video we did. And
Yeah.
you was like,
I said, be
you was like,
careful.
be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not putting that up.
Yeah, it was up for like maybe 5 minutes or
Yeah.
something. I had 2 views.
Yep.
And then I went to sleep and woke up looking for it.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was wrong.
I told you, man. Esau is butt ass hurt, man.
Yeah.
You know? You got anything else on that? Go get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Done earlier, too.
That's all right. Hey, you could have read it out. Man.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Yahweh has chosen thee to be a special people, the Israelites. Okay? Unto himself. He didn't choose all these other nations, man. He chose the children of Israel. Yes, we went off. Yes, we served other gods. Yes, we did things we weren't supposed to do. But now he's allowing us to wake up, okay, and come back in remembrance of who we are so that we can change this earth back to a righteous place, man.
Right. And that's mercy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely mercy.
Right. And we're under grace.
You know?
You know, that's that time period. We got a time period to get it right.
That's right. You got any more?
Had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
A special people unto himself above all the people on the earth. Go ahead.
Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
See? Go ahead.
The apple of the Lord's eye.
That's right. That's right. You see? Go to Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
What was it?
Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Let me read 8.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 7, 8. But because Yahweh loves you, and because he would keep the... Man, this is what you were just saying. This is crazy.
Yeah, see?
You know, this is that mercy. But
Yeah.
because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn, Salakia, which he has sworn unto your fathers, had Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, brought you out with a mighty hand. Salakia,
No, you don't even gotta read. You don't even gotta break that down.
But it's Yahweh that brought you out with the mighty hand,
Right.
and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh,
From the hand
king
of
of
Pharaoh.
Egypt.
That's right.
Brothers been saying.
Ah, you know, and that's what he's getting ready to do again. Because Revelation says that this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Go ahead. It's 14 and 2, I'm sorry.
Time. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh our power. And the Lord had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
We just reiterating what we said. The Most High keeps saying it over and over and over. Okay? He says it in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. Go ahead to Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Psalms 147, verse 19, and it reads, He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, okay? And Israel, his judgments to Israel, his statutes to Israel. Okay? That's the northern and southern kingdom that they're talking about right there. Go ahead.
He had not dealt so with any nation.
He have not dealt so with any other nation. You see? He only is worried about the Israelites, man. The children of Israel. Go ahead, Al.
And as for his judgments, they had not known them.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Yeah, so these other nations get jacked up. They got wars going on, famine in these countries, okay? Pestilences. All these other countries haven't really known the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but they get ready to find out what he's about. You know? If he could put his own people that he loves, and we just read that he cares about Israel, that we're a peculiar people, a special people under him, into a hell of a 7 different captivities because we went off and didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. This being our 7th and final one, which was the worst one that we were in. If he could do that to us, what the fuck do you think he's going to do to these other nations, man? You know? What do you think's going to happen to these other people that have done us so dirty? And all the nations are involved. Okay? That's Psalms the 83rd chapter. It tells you every single one of these nations right here, all right, outside of the 12 tribes, all of these people right here, all of them, Edom, Elam, Ashur, these are the East Indians, Assyrians, Syria, Arabs, Chinese, Ethiopians, Egyptians, North Africa, South Africa, Turkey, Russia, Greece, Germany, Spain, okay, and Cyprus. All you goddamn people are getting ready to go into slavery, man. You see? Because you put us through hell, and you put us on the bottom, and you called us pieces of shit, niggas, spicks, and wet back, okay? And we're the most high favorite people, man. And if he could do what he did to us, what do you think he's going to do to y'all, man? Y'all are getting ready to catch hell. I'm just telling you. You got any more on that?
And as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
As for their judgment, they have not known them. But you get ready to find out what he's about. Ecclesiasticus 17 and 17. You know? He hit the apple of his eye, his children. You know? For us going off and doing the things we did through holy hell. Okay? And holy means separate. So we went through some shit that's totally different than any other nation on this earth, man. Especially the so-called Negro here in America. You know? The tribe of Judah. You see? You people are going to pay, man. But Israel, you all need to wake up, man, because this thing is getting ready to go down. You got anything on that?
Ecclesiasticus 17, verse 17.
Yes, sir.
And it reads, for the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people.
He set a ruler over all the other people. Go ahead, Al.
But Israel is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's portion.
It's his portion. You see? He set up all the other kingdoms. All the other people that I just mentioned, they all got kings. They all had kings. They all have kings. They all have rulers and presidents over them right now. You know what I'm saying? But right now, what's happening, man? The Israelites are becoming the Lord's portion again. Because we always have been, especially the elect. You see? The 144,000, which is inside the number of the 1/3, man. Okay? We're the Lord's portion, man. Well, Lord willing, we're up there at that number. You know? All right, Deuteronomy 32 and 9. We're going to be going back to 28 here after we got a couple more scriptures. We're going to go back to 28 and start at 15.
Deuteronomy 32 and 9.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 32 and 9. For Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance, man. You see? Jeremiah 31 and 1.
Jeremiah 30.
31 and 1.
Jeremiah 31 and 1. At the same time, says Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai will be, and at the same time, Yahweh will be our power of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. I'm reading that right now.
Yeah. You can just read it verbatim after you say Yahweh. That's fine.
At the same time, says Yahweh, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people.
You see? Yahweh is going to be the God, okay, of all of Israel. Not everybody, of Israel. You see? That's it. There ain't no getting around what's going to happen to these people, man. Jeremiah 31. Oh, was that Jeremiah 31 1? Deuteronomy 28 and 15. And let me know when you get to 36. Because we're going to read Genesis 15, 12 to 14. Yeah, when you get to 36, let me know. Good. Damn, that looks good too.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Why? Because we didn't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. This is the Most High telling the children of Israel, if you don't follow my law, statutes, and commandments, all of these curses shall come upon thee. What curses, man? Most of everything that we're going through right now is right here, man, in this book. Okay?
Verse 16.
Yep.
You want to move over?
Nah, we're straight.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Anywhere we go, man. Okay? We can be doing good, but then all of a sudden, what happens, man? These curses come back upon us. What happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma? What happened in Black Wall Street? You see? The nation of Edom is a whooping stick, man, for the Most High. He's a punisher for the Most High. That's sword. And what has Esau done? He's cursed us in the city and in the field, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Y'all, we can't save a goddamn dime. We can't buy houses and pass them down to our children. You see? The scriptures say that we were going to work our asses off, man, to fill a bag full of holes, man. Go ahead, Al.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land. And that's talking about our children, man. We weren't going to have joy in our children in these places. You know, when we went into captivity, a lot of times our children were taken from us, especially here in America. You know? They snatched our babies right out of our women's hands, man, and took them and sold them to some motherfucking other Edomite, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
The increase of thy king and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
That's when you're born, man, and die. You're cursed when we're born, man. You know? Go ahead.
And Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall send upon thee curses, vexations, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Everything that we try to do, man. What did I just say about Tulsa, Oklahoma, a black Wall Street? You see? Everything that we've set our hands to do. You know, even some of these football and basketball stars, what happens to a lot of them when their days are numbered, man? When their days are up with these football teams, you see? When they fucking knees are bad, a lot of them end up on the street. You know? Especially the so-called black ones. A lot of these guys, they ain't rich when they're done with NFL. They broke as hell, man. You know? Look at Red Fox. You know, look at a lot of these shit. Edward Rollins, what was that damn show? In the Heat of the Night? They said that man was down on fucking Broad Street, cross-dressing, sucking fucking dicks for drugs. You know, this is what happens to some of our people, man. After the so-called white man. That's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, talks about he who touches pitch. You know? And any man, you're not supposed to deal with a rich man. You know, we're in a captivity. We're not here to be fucking comfortable. You see? Our lives, yeah, we got cars and houses and apartments and things of that nature. Maybe a good job, some of us. Some brothers have got six-figure jobs. Some brothers are doing very well. But you know what? That doesn't mean a damn thing. No, the Edomites can take that shit from you in a minute. Look what they did to Wesley Snipes. You know? Income tax evasion. Wasn't his fucking fault, it was his accountant's. But he went to jail for the shit. You see? If you don't play nice with Esau, he's gonna jack your ass up, man, because that's his game. Go ahead, Al.
Until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings.
The wickedness of our doings, man. We don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We follow these we follow these wicked ass holidays that are set up, man, to get you to go off, to get you to put these idols in your house, man, every other month. You know, you're putting Easter baskets in your fucking house, Christmas trees. You're putting fucking ghosts and goblins on your windows. You know, these are idols that you're following, man. And the first and most important law, that's a commandment, was to not have no gods before our power, man, Yahweh. You see? Don't have any other gods before me. You see? And all the fuck you people do is put these other idols in your houses every other damn month, celebrating this and celebrating that, man, and that's wicked as hell. You see? Go ahead,
Whereby thou hast forsaken me. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee.
He's going to make these pestilences cleave unto us, man, until we're taken up out of here. You see? We're going to go through hell until we're taken out of here. And Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. You know? That's going to be the end-all, be-all of these curses, man, because these Edomites are going to get the green light to go ham on you fucking Negroes, man, and you Figroes. You see? This goddamn, these Edomites are getting ready to go crazy on you so-called blacks and Latinos, man. You know? And you're going to really see how these curses will cleave unto your ass at that point. Go ahead,
Until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
Then that's the Most High, man. He'll let you get so far, but then if you get big-headed or proud or something like that, and he doesn't want you to be that way, he wants you to live a certain lifestyle because he's preserving you for something, you see? And he does that to us a lot, you know? He'll make us lose a job, even though we're in the truth, he'll make us lose a job because he wants us to he wants us to see something. Okay? He wants us to experience something to say, okay, this is what I might have did. And sometimes we might not have did anything. He might just be like, nah, I don't want him to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because then that might change him. You know, he knows that. He already knows what the fuck we gonna do.
Right, that's the trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
That's the experience, and I think that word experience go into to be tried out.
Right.
So we're being tried out, and basically going through that, that fire, being made pure.
Right.
Gold being made pure
That's
through
right.
the fire. You know, that's experience. We're being tried out, and that's what shapes us to be better men. For Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
That's right, You know? Go ahead,
Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai shall smite thee with consumption, and with a fever, and with inflammation.
That's all these illnesses, man. You know? We got the worst fucking health conditions, man, of most of the people. And I don't know if that's their science, if it's provable, but I know a lot of our people deal with high blood pressure, diabetes, you see? You know, when this pandemic started, what did they do? They said, oh, it's affecting more the so-called blacks because of their health conditions, because they don't have the money or the insurance to cover themselves with health, so they get less treatment. You see? So these are part of those curses, man. You know? And our people don't even see it. Go ahead,
And with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blastings, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of our people die from diseases that are preventable through nutrition. You see? But we don't follow the dietary laws, a lot of us, man. You know, we eat fucking junk food all day. We eat goddamn bottom feeders, crab, shrimp, lobster, fucking pork, you know? Those things are killing our people, man. You know, they're causing us to have diseases that we really wouldn't have if we were eating what we're supposed to. Go ahead,
And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, shall make the rain of the land powder and dust, and from heaven shall it come down upon thee, until thou be destroyed.
These are all these curses, man, that we're dealing with right now. And you people just look at it as, well, oh yeah, well, we poor, so we gotta eat canned, what are them damn things? SpaghettiOs. You know what I'm saying? With the pork lining in the fucking can, and you know, Esau pushes out all of these things to get you to go off. He gets you to, he brings the drugs into the country. Right. You know what I'm saying? He makes the bad food delicacies. You know, and he uses those things like bringing drugs and other narcotics into this country, okay, to set you up on two different levels, man, to get you hooked on drugs and to be able to put you in jail. You see, and then he's pushing the homosexual the thing out here. You know, everything that he does is to get you people to go off, you Israelites to go off, man. Because see, he knows his people don't have law, statutes, and commandments, so it doesn't fucking matter for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It doesn't matter. You could say they're sinning because they're doing these things, but they don't have law, statutes, and commandments. Right. And not following the law, statutes, and commandments is the sin. Okay? That's when you're sinning, when you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, and they weren't given the law, statutes, and commandments, so they can't. So that's why they push these things out here. They make all of these things look good, look great, you know? So you Israelites, they can keep your asses in bondage, man. That's why they do that. So they can keep you down. And we're going to get into that. Go ahead, Al.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
And that's what happened to us. We were scattered amongst the nations. Okay? They caused us to go off and follow their gods and follow their traditions, you know. And shit, I can't remember this damn dude's name. The one king. I think it was in the book of Esdras, where he caused the Israelites to follow their law, statutes, and commandments, man. He said he wanted everybody to do away with their laws. Okay? We don't want you to follow your laws no more. We want you to do everything that we do. We want you to dress the way we want us. We want you to dress the way we dress. We want you to eat what we eat. We want you in the gym butt naked. You see? You know, and that's what Esau does, man. They still doing the same thing. Keep them away from their God and them law, statutes, and commandments, and we can keep their ass in bondage forever. And that's what they've attempted to do. But the Most High woke up the elect, so we're waking up, and your asses is going back down. Go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28 and 26. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the earth, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. The Lord will smite thee with botch of Egypt.
With the botch of Egypt. What I say, man? You know, all the diseases in Egypt, all these new diseases that are coming out. You know, go ahead,
And with the emerods, and with the scab,
and the hemorrhoids, them hemorrhoids. You know, well, black people always get hemorrhoids. Why? Because they're always sitting on cold ass cement drinking fucking wine. You see? Go ahead,
and with the itch, whereof thou cannot be healed. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Madness, blindness, and astonishment of heart. You got so-called blacks and Latinos walking around sometime in the broad daylight, like blind as hell, man. Crazy as cat shit. Talking to themselves, you know? Doing all kind of weird shit, man. That's our people. They're mad. You know? They're blind as hell. They can't see what's going on in this world. You know what I mean? Even though we're telling them what's going on, they still don't see it. Go ahead,
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in the darkness.
They grope at noonday like the blind grope at darkness, like walking around, bugged the hell out. You know, our people do that, man. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And not prosper in thy ways. So we could get up and go work 2 full-time jobs, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're going to lose weight, we're going to get sick, something's going to happen, we fuck around and lose both the jobs. You see? Now what happens? You know, so it's hard. We work our ass off, some of us, man. You know, and we still don't get ahead. And that's how it's set up. Bill after bill after bill, shit that you forgot about. You know, outside of gas, electric, cable, fucking rent, gas, insurance. I just got goddamn, I'm gonna have 3 motherfucking registrations and shit, man. Just 2 of them just came in the mail, another one's coming. And we don't even drive the 3rd car, that's our daughter does. You know? Go ahead,
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Oppressed and spoiled. And we are some spoiled ass people, man. Oppressed and spoiled. You know? But the scriptures say oppression maketh a wise man mad, and that's why we're out here cussing these fucking people out, telling them, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, you got us, you damn right you got us. You can do whatever you want to do. They could come roll up on us right now. You know what I'm saying? And we don't give a damn. But you know what? That oppression's getting ready to end. Go ahead,
And no man shall save you.
That's right. And no man is going to save us. You know who's going to save us? Yahweh Shah. You see? And that word for save means goes into buying back or paying for it. So you were paid before, you could go pay for a family member to get out of slavery. You could pay your way out of slavery. But right now, the only person that's going to get us out of this bondage that we're in right now is Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Okay? All right? And it's going to be all hell coming to this place when that happens, man. Because it's going to be a rescue mission. I can't say that, motherfucker. I can't. I'm telling you right now, this rescue mission is going to be bloody, man. Go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
And what house? How many houses have the so-called blacks, Latinos built and not lived in? You know, all these nice-ass neighborhoods and shit. Look at the White House. Who built the White House? So-called black man. Okay? They built that. And they barely can get a fucking job in there. Yeah. And you say, oh, Obama was in the motherfucker. Obama's a Hamite, man. Okay? Obama is not an Israelite. He's a Hamite. He's so-called African. Alright? So there's a lot of houses that we build. The Native American Indians built a lot of the big-ass buildings up up in New York and other cities, because the white man was scared to go up that motherfucker. You know? So we built the houses, Northern and Southern Kingdom, man. And weren't allowed to go into a lot of these places and still ain't. Go ahead, Art.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Oh, that right there, plant a vineyard and not gather the grapes. What happened, man, when slavery was ended, and our people, those freed slaves, went to buy seed or borrow seed to be paid back, to be paid for after their harvest. What happened to a lot of them men? They were given bad fucking seed that didn't produce anything. So what happened? They owed these people. So what did they have to do? They had to go work their fucking land for free. You see? This is part of the curses, man. You know? And Esau knew what the fuck he was doing, selling them bad seeds. And they did it on purpose so they could get free labor out of their fucking ass. Man, y'all people, you gonna pay for that shit. Go ahead,
Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof.
You see? The ox was slaved before their eyes when? And during time of slavery. What did they get? They got the insides, man. They got the leftovers.
Right. Chitlins.
Yeah.
Guts.
Yeah. You know, the foot, the hoof.
Right.
You know, the tail, ox tail. You see? You see, you fucking people gotta pay for that, Esau. Y'all gotta pay, man. You know? Go ahead,
And thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
And they did that. You know, and they still do it to this day, man. All they do is take. You know what I mean? And then tell us why they look like, why they homeless? Why they kids hungry? Why the fuck you think, Esau? You know? Because you're still doing the same goddamn wicked ass thing to us. But that's part of the curses, man. You know? But we coming up out of that. Go ahead,
And shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
And this is what happened. What happened during the transatlantic slave trade? You know? We were sold to every damn body. The Arabs. Yeah, shit, they did us dirty. They killed a whole lot of goddamn so-called black people. The Israelites that were over in West Africa, in Spain and West Africa. You see? So a lot of you, the Chinese, the Japanese, they bought some of us. You Hamites bought some of us. You know? A lot of us came over here to the Americas. The Indian, the Northern Kingdom that was already over here was taken back over to Europe. You see? So we were sold to all these other nations, man. We were scattered amongst the nations because that was part of the curse. Go ahead.
And that's crazy, man. Just to even think about, you know, like you raising the family.
Yep.
Under, you know, being oppressed. And next thing you know, your daughter reaches 12, you know.
Yeah.
She gets her flower. Soon as she gets her flower, and they take her.
They take her to another people, another goddamn farm.
She's getting passed to this one, that one,
Yep.
that one. Man, that's crazy. They got
Yep.
hell to pay, man. Double.
Yeah, they're gonna go through some shit, man.
Not saying that we're going to do that. We're going to do it righteously.
Right.
But they got hell to pay, man.
Yeah, they got, man, look. Shit. There was a story I was reading. Damn, I can't remember exactly what it was. But oh shit, yeah, they used to take take our women and they would cut the baby out and they would have a bet. The two motherfucking people would have a bet on which one would die first. Woo! The mom or the baby. They would bet on that. That's what the fuck you people used to do, Esau. You know? I remember I said this one already about when they used to take the baby and bury it in the ground with the head sticking out, and they would have a couple of them, and they would see who could kick the head off. Y'all motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying, cuz? Man, yo, bro, listen, the alligator bait, you know, these are part of the curses that the Israelites had to deal with, you know. But I think, you know, I mean, the Most High, he said he was going to jack us up, man.
Yep.
He was going to put us through some shit. But Esau, your brutality, man, I think it went a little overboard, man. I don't think the Most High intended for a lot of the things that you did to us, but that was for a reason, man. That was for a reason, because you people got to pay for that. You got to pay for that because we're gonna understand, we're gonna see and understand everything that the nation of Edom has done. Okay, everything that they have done, we're gonna know. The Most High is going to put that in us when He gives us those new bodies. He's going to give us the understanding, okay? He's going to give us the memory of everything that the nation of Edom has done to the children of Israel. That's where the anger is going to be at. Because the Most High said He's going to put His anger on us. All right? Because we're not going to be able to do those things to Esau unless He does. You see? Go ahead, Al.
Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
And that's what the brother was just talking about, man. The daughters, man, when they reach a certain age, they get sold to other people. The sons to other people. You know, they sold a boy for wine. You see, because Esau's a freak, man. He's a buck breaker. He was smashing the men to demoralize them, man. Woo! You see? You know, and inviting all his buddies, his farmer buddies over to smash him, and they were doing it right in front of the women. Woo!
Man.
You know? Y'all motherfuckers, man. Go ahead, dog.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
And he wasn't able to do shit. He had to take it. The women couldn't fight him off. You know? The men couldn't fight him. You know, they couldn't fight him off because they'd kill him. You know what I mean? Go ahead, dog.
Thy fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away.
You should be only oppressed and crushed away. Okay? Shalom, man. So that's what happened, man. All the curses that came upon us, man, were to crush us. To put us into, to take the remembrance of being Israelites away, man. Okay? But the Most High said He was going to return to have us come back to our remembrance, man. Remember that we were the Israelites. And He did that when Abba Bivens started teaching in the 60s.
Right.
You see? And that has grown into something that they found out is to their end, man. Okay? And that's what's coming, their end. Go ahead,
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
So from all the way from the sole of your feet to the top of your head, man, you're going to deal with issues, man. We're not going to get away with nothing in this kingdom, and we ain't going to be whole until we're in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? Because this is the Edomites' kingdom. This is the nation of Edom's kingdom, man. This world that we're currently in right now. All right? But the scriptures say that Esau is the end of the world, which is age. Esau is going to be at the end of this age, and Jacob is that which follows. Because once this place goes down, the Israelites are going to be in power when Yahushua takes down these other nations. And that's going to happen quick, man. That shit ain't going to take hundreds of years. That's just going to happen overnight. He's going to destroy these fucking people in an hour, man. Okay? Go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28 and 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Unto a nation which thou or thy fathers have known. Who has known this place? Shalom, huh? You know? Nobody has not, nobody, the place called America, okay, and white people was never in existence until after the, like the 13th century, 14th century? Now, matter of fact, sorry, Salakia. 1776, they basically coined this place, you know, the United States, okay? So this is a nation of people that nobody never knew, man. Except they knew them as Edomites, they knew them as Macedonians, and Greeks, and Romans, okay? They knew them as that, but this nation that was born, okay, afterwards, this is the place where our people came to that us or our fathers never knew. Okay, go ahead, Art.
I think Brother Malcolm,
Uh-huh.
he said they wasn't calling themselves white until like the
1800s, yeah.
Something like that.
Because I think it was a poet. I can't remember his name that coined the term white in a play. There was a play that he had wrote, and they said white people. And then I think after probably it was a while later, it was a 1630s, 16 or 1700. I can't remember the date, but I know it was a playwright that wrote a play. They said white people in the play, and then I guess that stood out to somebody, and they brought that shit back around and said, hey, you know, we're gonna call ourselves white. And that was in the 1800s. They started calling themselves white to separate when the slaves were freed, you know what I mean? You had the people calling themselves Germans, Russians, Irish, Scottish. They wanted to change that and make them all white so that they could separate black people from the white people. Because when the slaves were free, they wanted to come up north and be part of the Industrial Revolution. You see? So they didn't want these people to get jobs. That's why they brought all those other fucking people over here. You see? They brought all those immigrants over here. And that's when they started calling themselves white to separate themselves from the so-called black man, to create that division so that they didn't have to hire these fucking people. You see? So these fucking people, these people think that we don't know what the fuck is going on. But y'all finding out, man, that we know a lot more shit than you think. Go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28:36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy kings which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods.
And there shalt thou serve other gods.
Wood and stone.
Yeah. Go ahead,
That was 36.
That was 36. Grab Genesis 15 and read 12 to 14.
Genesis 15, verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of surety that thy seed shall be a stranger.
Know of surety. This is Abraham. Okay? You had Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob being the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? This is who he's talking to. Go ahead, brother.
And he said unto Abram, know of surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
That is not theirs. Go ahead.
And shall serve them. And they shall afflict them 400 years.
Now this is talking about the time that the Israelites were in Egypt. Not here in America, because that 400-year doctrine is not, that shit is going off.
Yep.
All right, so they're talking about Abram's seed shall be go into a land, okay, for 400 years, which they did. And I believe Moses, I can't remember the age that Moses was when I can't remember when Moses was born, but I know he was only a certain age when they left there, so they were only in bondage for about 100 and something years. They were in Egypt because Joseph and Joseph was in Egypt when his brothers came in, when they needed food, okay? So that's when they ended up in Egypt and they started flourishing. And the Egyptians were like, yo, we need to put these people into some sort of hard bondage because they're going to grow. They growing because these people are fruitful, man. So we need to put them in some kind of bondage so that they don't overtake us. Okay? So that's what happened. And then the Most High brought them out of Egypt. Now, the land that our fathers didn't know, and Revelation talks about this place being spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay? We are now in Egypt again. Okay? And we're going to prove that. All right? Very shortly. Go ahead, Yes, sir.
Genesis 15 and 14. And also that nation whom thou shalt serve will I judge.
And that's what he did. He judged the children of Egypt, man. What did he do to Egypt? He buried that shit in sand. They had to dig that place out, man. Okay? Oh, you got some more? Go ahead,
Just finish it out.
Go ahead.
And afterward shall they come out with great substance.
And they came out with great substance. They went into the land of Israel. Okay? But before they got to the land of Israel, what happened? They were given laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Now, half of the people, a majority of the people, the 2/3 that are here to this day, that are still here, they wanted to worship the golden calf. They wanted to go back to Egypt, just like a lot of our people. They rely on this place. They love to be here. You know? And a lot of them are going to die to keep it afloat. You see? The 2/3 are going to be willing to give their lives to keep America fucking running, man. You know? That's how foolish they are. They don't want to serve a power like Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. They want to serve Esau. Okay? They want to run around with a big ass knot of fucking toilet paper. Because that's all it is, really. You know? I like being able to buy stuff. I like nice things. You know? But you know what? I'd rather have a kingdom where the shit is just given to me. Huh? You know? The Most High is gonna give us things that we could go to sleep one day and wake up the next day thinking about somebody that we were dealing with on this side, or somebody we saw on this side, and the next thing you know, we might be sitting in our chair down in our big ass open spot, and some chick will walk through the door with your servant. And you'd be like, who the hell is that? And it'll be that person that you were admiring on this side.
Woo!
That's what's going to happen to a lot of
That's
us, man.
right.
You know? That's what the fuck I want. Fuck this, man. This filthy ass place.
Right.
You know?
Right.
This is madness, man, for people to want to stay in this kind of fucking place when the Most High is going to give you a kingdom. Streets of gold, man. You could be walking on a pearl floor. You see?
So your backyard is still like that.
Go ahead.
You got me like thinking now, like
You know what I mean?
backyard with waterfalls in your backyard.
Waterfalls, not
no
fountains.
swimming pool with chlorine. You know, natural water.
Yes.
You know.
You know?
Oh man.
Man, come on, man. You know, you got animals and shit walking around your yard.
Man.
The zebras, giraffes, a fucking lion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is what we hope for, man. Things that are not seen. We know what's going to happen.
You ever go to like Jamaica or like Dominican Republic when they got them big ass resorts and shit?
Oh yeah.
That's your crib.
That's it, the
Big
couch.
ass, right.
Yeah, that's your crib.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah. What? Hey man, look, you people have no fucking clue, man. But you're done with that, all?
I think so.
Yeah, grab Amos 3, 6 and 7.
Amos 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely Yahweh, our power, will do nothing but revealing his secrets unto the servants prophets.
And he's revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. And that's why we're out here telling you that these curses have overtaken the children of Israel. Okay? And that we are trying to wake our people up and explain to them that if they at least attempt to take a step toward Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay? And for you that are watching that might not have the name, use that name in your prayers. Use that name in your prayers and do it sincerely, and the Most High will show you some things. Okay? He ain't gonna reveal everything to you in one day or 1 week or 2 weeks or a month. But if you continue to pray in that name, man, he will definitely work with you. He will definitely do some things to encourage you to seek this truth and do the things that you're supposed to do, like follow the law, statutes, and commandments, stop following these holidays, start following some holy days, and he will definitely work with you, man. He's going to do something for you, and you're going to see it, you know? Because we have my wife's youngest, I call her my daughter, because, you know, we talk to each other like that. You know, she ain't religious by no means. She don't follow what we do, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't live in our house, but she doesn't follow what we do. She believes that we're doing something right and positive because she sees the results. And it tripped me out because, you know, she heard the name and something happened for her that was unexpected, and she said, thank Yahweh. You know? She actually used the name, and I was like, oh, damn, all right, that's what's up. You know, so a lot of times, man, they see things happening in your life when you're using that name and you're doing a certain thing, and then they understand that there's something there, there's a power there. Something's going on for these two, or this person, okay? So like I said, use that name, man, but that's what we're out here to do, is to tell you to start using the name Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, unlike these other groups that don't believe that. But if you do that, man, he will work with you and show you some things.
That's right.
You got anything else, Al?
That was it.
Go ahead and grab Genesis 28 and 63.
This is
Oh, wait a minute. I think I have that there. I'll go to Deuteronomy 28 and 63. Salakia. Yeah. Yeah. My bad. Then read to 65.
Deuteronomy 28 and 63. And it shall come to pass.
I'm Salakia. Matter of fact, read it the whole way out to 68. And I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and read it all the way out.
Deuteronomy 28 and 63. And it shall come to pass that Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, rejoice over you to do you good.
It shall come to pass that he's gonna. Go ahead, read that for me again, Salakia.
And it shall come to pass that our Lord rejoice over you to do you good.
To do us good. He's going to rejoice over us to do us good. So what does that mean? You know, we woke up, we started following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. And what is he going to do, man? He's going to bring us up out of this captivity. He's going to take these curses away from us. Okay? Deuteronomy 32 and 7 talks about the curses falling on the nation of Edom and the other nations. Okay? And you can see that happening right now. Okay? Go ahead, Art.
Yep. As we're coming up, they're going
They're going down.
Mhm. Rejoice over you to do good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
And that's what he did that, you know what I mean? He was going to rejoice over us to do us good when we followed the law, statutes, and commandments. When he didn't, when we did it, this is what he was going to do. But we're coming into that point where the curses are falling on the other nations, man. Okay? So these things are going to start happening to them. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all the people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
And we were scattered amongst the nations. Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
Wood and stone, like the brother said. Go ahead.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
There it is.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Among the nations we shall find no ease, because everywhere that we were scattered to, all of these other nations, regardless of where we're at, if you look at over in India, they're called the untouchables. Okay? A lot of those people are Israelites. You go into Southeast Asia, and you look at the Cambodians and the Vietnamese, a lot of those people are Israelites. Okay? You go over to all these other nations, when you go over to Ireland and Scotland, you know, they was catching hell from the fucking the British, because a lot of them people are Israelites. You see? Going to Mexico, you know, there's a lot of Spaniards in Mexico, and there's a lot of Spaniards and these are the ruling class people. Okay, in Mexico, Central America, South America, you can tell the difference. Because of all the dark skin, the more darker the people are, the more impoverished they are, because a lot of those people are Israelites. You see? So our people are scattered all over the fucking world, man. So you only black, Israelite, fucking simple Negroes, the one dude with the teeth, the gold teeth for the brothers talking about we're punks and faggots and oh man, these fucking guys are crazy as hell, man. Oh, the Most High is gonna kill you anyway. You can tell.